Hey boo, hey, get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here. I've missed you. I have not did a live in a minute. And so I wanted to jump on. I'm in full mommy duties, as y'all know. I try to jump on and give y'all a word. So definitely I'm going to give it a second, let some people come in, and then we're going to get to this message. It ain't going to be too long. And let's recap on February. So in February, that was Plant the Seeds of Greatness, right? And so my book came out in February, and we are doing big things. We're on the road to 100. So can I say, guys, listen, in the last couple of weeks, y'all have been serving the streets, okay? Like I said, I feel like I'm moving weight. I'm just out here moving these books and just showing up for people. And the feedback I have gotten, listen, it made me tearful when I got to hear some of those things. One thing that was really, really good that I want to say while I'm waiting for people to come in is I had one guy read it that he thought it was so good that it made him go out and look. He's a male of color, and he went out and got his own self-care book and started to make sure he did some things for himself. So even though it's written for women, I feel like my message is even helping men. So that's a blessing in itself. Then I had another girl tell me that she talks to me on a regular, but she's like, it's like when I'm reading a book, it's like you talking to me. So it felt good. Like she felt like it was a companion guide. And then another one said, when's book number 2? So y'all in here having me think about book number 2. I'm thinking about it, but I'll let you know. I got a few supplies left of the books. If you are interested in getting your collector's edition, I have a few more left, and I want it to go to the people who need it. So if you want that, you can go to buyichoosmebook.com and go ahead and get your collector's edition, where I wrap it up in a box with paper, and I get some treats in there, and I autograph it and all that good stuff. So if that's something you're looking for, you can get that at the website. As I said, happy National Women History Month. And then I also want to shout out She Wins Society. They have Stepping Into Sisterhood coming up. That will be coming up March 24th. I think she told me it's going to be 12 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be a panel speaker. I'm so excited for that. I'm going to be speaking on a panel of keeping your cup full and beating burnout panels. So thank you to She Wins Society for the opportunity. If you guys are wanting to attend it, it'll be through YouTube, so you'll be able to click the link and watch it. So it's virtual. They're also going to be having Fighting Back Against Self-Doubt, Depression, and Shame panel, Navigating Motherhood and Entrepreneurship panel, Making the Most of Your Single Season panel, and Creating Financial Security with Multiple Streams panel. So it's going to be fire. So if that's something you're looking for, you can also go to her website at shewinsociety.com and sign up so you can come to the virtual event. And I think, in the podcast, so let's do some more updates, right? So with the podcast, I know y'all like, where's she been at? So I pretty much did my last episode in January. I took a little hiatus to push this book out. And so what I wanted to do, let's get back on track. People have been saying, when you come with the podcast. So I'm going to be coming back this month and making sure I deliver to y'all every other Thursday to give y'all the word that y'all need to give and receive. So that's that. And then we're going to jump into, of course, when I jump on, I got a message, right? So today I just got off a coaching call, and with it being Women's History Month, I feel like women need to have mindset shifting and wanting to do things differently. And when you are navigating your success, or you're navigating through life and you want to change the outcome of your life, you want to shape it so it's different, you have to become coachable. So my message today is about becoming coachable. And once you become coachable, it also goes back into the my word of the year, which is expansion. And so when you're expanding, it's about sowing seeds. Like my book is sowing seeds into people, going to these events and speaking on panels. That's expansion. So anything you do, you want to make sure that your word of the year is exuding, or it's navigating the path. And I can even say, and I said this on some of my other masterclasses, last year I had 4 coaches, and they were all in different arenas. So my thing is becoming coachable and recognizing, do you want to stay stuck? A coach gives you the blueprint. They give you the play-by-play to get you to where you're trying to go. So when you want to become unstuck, sometimes you have to seek help. So that goes to my message today. And it's from chapter 4, which is called Shaping the Outcome. And that's under the caterpillar. So becoming coachable allows for the acceleration of your personal growth and success. This is the key to unlocking your true potential. Embracing coachability means being open-minded and receptive to guidance, actively seeking opportunities for growth, and demonstrating a willingness to learn. I was on a live with Andromeda from She Wins Society, and I gave her a little thing that I learned at another program, which was a frog doesn't drink water. And what it means when a frog doesn't drink water is it lets the water soak into its skin to become hydrated. Sometimes it's getting in the room. Sometimes it's stepping out of your comfort zones so you can get to what you want to do. And that is part of growing. You may not be able to be the head, but you are still an important role. And when you let go of comparison spirit and just show up as you, because you know I'm the queen of telling you need to show up. When you show up as you, nobody can do what you do. So that's for somebody today. That's another thing about being coachable. So you're seeking opportunities for growth. You're demonstrating a willingness to learn. To this day, I still have a coach and a therapist to keep me on track, progressing in certain areas of my personal and professional development. Being coachable has allowed me to be a better mindset coach, a mom, a friend, and a family member. When you seek the nurturement and the support of others, it's called making an investment into yourself. Sometimes people don't want to pay the money for the coaches. Spent a lot of money last year, but you know what? My growth this year has shown me that that investment in myself has catapulted me into spaces I would never be. It involves being humble enough to accept feedback, taking the initiative to apply to new insights, and remaining committed to your personal development. Being coachable allows you to tap into your wisdom and the expertise of others, leveraging their guidance to enhance your performance and making meaningful progress. So get your notepad out, listen to what they say, and take notes. Take baby steps on the things that they're telling you and start to implement, right? Take action. It allows you to identify your blind spots, break through limitations, and adopt a growth mindset. So as a mindset coach, people say, what does that mean? That means we're breaking through. I'm identifying those spots. I'm helping you make your life more like a whole thing, like the wheel of life. You are more than just one part of your life, and you have to feed it just like you're nurturing yourself. Embarking on my personal journey has revealed my true calling as a mindset coach, dedicated to transforming the minds of women and guiding them on a path towards wholeness and self-improvement. Through my own experiences, I've gained the insight and passion to support others in leveling up to become the best versions of themselves. It's a rewarding endeavor that allows me to empower women, helping them unlock their true potential and embrace a life of growth and fulfillment. One of my clients, Pauline, like I said, we coached her where she went on and made 5 figures in one day. Like, when I tell you I want you to be the best version of yourself, and I believe in you on such a deep level that I am that person that's behind you, like, you can do it even when you have self-doubt. And remember, in part of my framework, the first thing of blooming is you have to believe in yourself, and that comes from knowing who you are, not what you do, but who you are, who you truly are, so you can show up as your best self and get to the bag, get that productivity out, decrease that overwhelm. You're no longer neglecting yourself. It's very important, and it's important to me because I feel that's my mission. I have come to believe that the lessons and mistakes I've learned were divine interventions guiding me towards my true purpose in life. It is as if God in his wisdom molded and shaped me according to his vision, leading me on a unique journey to reach this significant point. Never forget and feel comforted by the fact that sometimes we stumble upon unexpected paths because God has already ordained our destinies. And it is through these twists and turns, or like I said, ebbs and flows, that we ultimately arrive at our destined crossroads. So remember, it happened for you, not to you. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. That's a quote from Jim Rohn. So choose wisely when you're developing into a better version of yourself. Your network is as good as your net worth. That's Tim Sanders. Stay around people with integrity who are on the same trajectory as you on personal growth, because baby steps lead to big leaps. It wasn't until I recognized the impact of sharing my voice on my podcast almost 4 years ago that I recognized I was becoming a beacon of hope for those lost in the darkness, providing them a safe haven to find their own path. I must admit that reaching out to others can be challenging at times, but as it may start memories and triggers from my own journey, nonetheless, I understand the importance of extending a helping hand, right? I say it's like a baton. You got to give back to the past. You got to give back to the future generations. When one lady told me that my book should now go back to teenagers, it's like a love letter or a letter writing back to your younger self with something you wish you would have known. That's huge to me because that shows you're inspiring for impact. So there's something inside you that you need to be birthing. Excuse me. Nonetheless, like I said, I understand the importance of extending a helping hand, for I will never forget the trials I've overcome and being on the other side Okay, seeing how wonderful it is makes me want to help others get there too. Remember, Harriet Tubman serves as a powerful example of going back to rescue slaves even after achieving her own freedom. It's not an obligation, but rather a heartfelt desire to ensure others don't remain trapped, bound, or lost on their own. I strive to help others break free from the conflicts and limitations, guiding them towards a path of growth, empowerment, and self-discovery. I got a DM from one of my past clients that warmed my heart. About a year ago, we talked about her birth and her podcast, and then she reached out to me and said, Neen, I'm making it official and I'm moving forward and I'm doing everything we talked about. When I'm telling you, you got to become who you are. You have to show people that they can see themselves through you. When you do that, that's how you learn how you say, I choose me. That's how you learn to never lose yourself again. That's how you learn to stand on who you are. That's how you learn how to refill your cup. That's how you learn to just show up. So at the end of the day, that's my message for you today. I missed you. The podcast will be coming back around. Like I said, we took a little hiatus just so I could focus on launching a book, but now I'm back, so you can look for that this Thursday. I'm going to be speaking on a panel March 24th with She Wins Society. Her big program is called Stepping into Sisterhood, and I'm on the panel called Keeping Your Cup Full and Beating Burnout panel. And like I said, I have a few more books left. So if you want to get that, and if you have received my book, thank you to everybody who's pushing my book, because some people even put it up on their LinkedIn. Thank you. Just shoot me a DM and let me know, like, a takeaway, or let me know how it was for you, because the goal is I want this book to go further, because I know God made me birth it, and I just want to see the impact and just know that it's reaching the masses and level up your intentional queen to a better you. I see you guys on the flip side, and thank you to everybody who watches on the replay. Bye-bye.